Good morning, everyone. Happy Vlogmas Day 22. It's Wednesday, and there's so much left to do. Today is gonna be a busy one again. I have a feeling that I'm not actually going to relax and enjoy my time off from work until Sunday. Starting Sunday, I'll have about 2 weeks left of my leave. And that's when I'm going to sort of relax. I talked about wanting to add to this quilt this month, but because I did gift knits, I think I'm gonna wait until next week to start that, so that I'm not trying to focus on getting gifts done and cookies baked and all the things. So yeah, I'll combine that with a little bit of knitting for the rest of my time off, because I really would like to finish out the year with that done. I already talked about that earlier in the month, so it'd be nice to not have that coming into the new year. And that's another thing that I'm kind of working on, or at least in my brain right now. Next week will kind of be like closing things out or tidying things up, so to speak. I still have some cleaning I want to do around here that I haven't gotten to yet. Still, my desk is a mess. I tidied it a little bit, but there's still some things I have to take care of with that. Some of the knits from earlier in the year that I want to start the second ones on, just kind of stuff like that. I talked in a few Instagram posts about how I use a digital planner, and I did buy a new one. I mean, it's undated. I could have used the old one, but this new one has a bunch more features. But anyway, I'm going to spend next week setting that up, putting all the dates in for the year, because that's kind of where I failed last year with my planner, is because I didn't have dates in it. So it wasn't easy to just write things in. And I could, like I said, you could buy a dated one and make it easy, but I prefer the undated, because if you really like it, you can use it over and over again. So anyway, I already have some stuff like appointments further out in the year in 2022 that I want to put in there. So I want to make sure that I get those put in there, get everything dated. And I have some stuff for my business that I want to work on, since that has really kind of taken off. And I'm hoping we just grow and grow next year. But one of the things that I definitely need to do is keep better track of my expenses. You know, stuff that I buy, shipping that I have to pay for, like all of those little things. So I need to sit down. I want to create an Excel spreadsheet and keep track of things that way for tax purposes, and just so I can kind of see what I'm spending versus what I'm taking in. And yeah, and part of the digital planner, and if you guys are interested, I can kind of show you that a little bit. Currently, even though nothing's filled in or anything, but I also have a digital making journal that I kind of started last year, and I didn't really keep up with it too well, but I'd like to this year, especially since my goal is to use up a bunch of, ooh, excuse me. Since my goal is to use up yarn that I have without acquiring more, I'd like to keep up with the projects for that. And it's similar to the making journal that Kay has, or the ones that she's selling, the kind that she's doing, except mine will be on my iPad in GoodNotes. That's what I use for my planner, and that's where I store all my patterns and stuff. And if you watch Drowning in Yarn, he talked about that being one of his like staple knitting things. I can't remember the video. It came out a couple weeks ago, but I agree with him 100%. I've been doing this for like the past year and a half, like just storing I store sewing patterns in there, my knitting patterns, like any of the ones that I got, I put a digital version on there. I also keep it on like Google Drive or whatever, or I have an external hard drive, so I have a backup, but I keep it on there, and I've separated them into categories, and I can show you that too, and it's super easy to set up. And one of the things I liked about that is you can use a highlighting tool or add text. So if you want to take notes on how you alter the pattern, highlight your sizes, it's super easy. And then if you want, you can just erase those things later or whatnot. So anyway, if you haven't ever seen that, I would be happy to show it. But that's one of the things that I want to get in order before the new year starts, just so I can, start out fresh. I don't really have any like lofty resolutions or goals, like normal New Year's goals, but that's kind of one of the things is I want to streamline things more for my business, keep up with my digital planner, because there are a lot of ways that I can use that personally and professionally. And I just like that it's all in one place. And when I do use it, I do love it. And it can be super simple or it can be super decorative and complex, just like a bullet journal or any other planner that people use with stickers and things like that. You can have it simple or you can make it complicated. But it's more customizable, and you don't have to have all this stuff hanging around. You don't have to have a bunch of pens and stickers and stamps, and it's all there, and you can reuse the things over and over again. So anyway, if you've never heard of that, you should look into it. It's amazing and I love it. So anyway, today, like I said, it's going to be a busy one. I was thinking that Friday, Christmas Eve, is when I was going to do all this wonderful cookie baking, but I'm thinking I need to do it over the next couple of days because I have a bunch of peanut butter cookies I need to make, chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, those are going to be kind of like goodie gift bags that I'm going to give people when we go to my parents' house for Christmas, because we're having Christmas late lunch, early dinner at their house. And that's going to be part of their presents. And yeah, and today I'm going to start Adrian's second sock. You saw last night that I completed it and it looks so good. I'm still working on the second sock of that other one. Oh, I just don't want to knit on it. And it's not the sock, it's the yarn. I just hate it. But I want to get it done and get that yarn out of my life. And I know other people have talked about just knit what you love, but right now it's crunch time and I gotta get them done. But for the second pair, I think I've decided I'm not going to do the Fleecle heel. For time's sake, number one, and number two, I talked about how with the other one, the first one that I knit when you had all the gusset increases, because my cord it's only a 32-inch fixed circular. It was falling, I had a couple stitches that almost fell off the needles. And so I think for the second sock, I'm going to do the magic heel. I talked about that earlier in the month. I said I was going to do that, and I wish I had done it already, because it's just like a tube, and so you don't have to do any increases or anything like that. And if you're doing it toe up, it's super easy. So I think I'm going to do that for the second one, and hopefully, cross your fingers, I can knock those out between Thursday and Friday and be done. And hopefully Adrian's sock will get done super fast now that I know I think the second sock sometimes goes a little bit faster because you know the counts. Like if you've determined the length, like you know the foot, you know how many rounds, it's easy to see the end goal. And it's the same with the leg. Once you've determined how long and the cuff and all that kind of stuff, it's easy to see the end goal to be like, okay, just keep going. But if you don't really have an idea in mind, like you're on the first one and, normally that's not a problem. Oh my gosh, my hand's falling asleep from holding the camera. But anyway, so hopefully I can get those done. And then the Cozy Knitter second sock, I will probably work on that Saturday and Sunday, if I get Adrian's Christmas Story socks done, and then I will just give those to him as a late Christmas gift and call it good. So anyway, I'm going to go downstairs, have my first cup of coffee of the day. It's 10:35, it's late, but it's whatever. It's just what is what it is. And have a little something to eat and get started with the making. Hopefully I will video a little bit more and take you guys along more than I have been the last couple of days, week, whatever. and maybe show you some of the cookies later. Yeah, so chat at you guys later. Bye. Hello everyone. It is 10:30 and as you can see I am very tired, getting ready to go to bed, and I didn't record anything obviously after this morning. I just knitted on this sock, so I wanted to update you on that. As you can see, I did all of the increases, the heel turn, and I've started on the leg. I have 10 more rounds on the leg and then a 10 round cuff to do, and this pair will be done. And I've decided for the second pair I was going to make 2 just like this in DK. I just can't do it. I can't. So I'm going to, I think, use the yellow for heels, or no, for the toes and the cuffs, because I'm going to still do the magic heel and then do black for the rest of the sock. And I'm thinking I'm going to do them 2 at a time. I don't think they're going to be done in time for Christmas, so it'll be kind of and here's what I'm making you, I owe you kind of Christmas present. So these will be done tomorrow, and all I did was, like I said, knit on them. I made some peanut butter temptations and peanut butter blossoms and regular peanut butter cookies today. And I have some more to do tomorrow, and I'm going to make chocolate chip cookies as well eventually before Saturday. That's on the agenda. And we just hit the easy button for dinner. We got some takeout from this Italian restaurant in town that we ate at for my birthday, which it's so good. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And I will be so glad to have these done. You have no idea. But yeah, so I'm gonna get ready for bed and talk to you guys tomorrow. I think tomorrow night sometime we're gonna run a present to Adrian's parents' house, and then after that he wanted to drive around and look at lights again, so that'll be fun. We didn't do that last year, and maybe we'll finally get to watch some Christmas movies we haven't watched, but I think like 2 when we were decorating the tree and they were on in the background. So we didn't actually get to sit down and watch them, so hopefully we'll get to relax and watch some Christmas movies and all that fun stuff. So tomorrow will just be another gift making day for the most part, and some baking probably, so nothing too crazy. And then Friday is when it gets really nuts. I'll talk about that come Friday, but yeah, I will let you know when this is done tomorrow morning, and I will probably put both of them on some blockers and show you what they look like. Oh, I can tell you, I showed this on Adrian's sock, but here, oh gosh, here is the heel turn. Here's that side. This is the knit 2 together side, okay, on this one. And on the other one, let me get my hand in there. Here is, if you can see that, trying to turn it around. See that? Those are the slip knits that I did. They're so much bulkier, and like, oh, it's just, I know I talked about it already, but it's such a good little trick to know that you can use either one. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here, like I said, and hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you tomorrow, and have a good night. Bye guys. Hello everybody, happy Vlogmas day 23. Oh, fix my camera. Happy Christmas Eve Eve. If you're a Friends fan, you will recognize that. So, oh, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. My first recording of the day, obviously. And I finally finished these socks for a gift. Yay, so excited. I'm so happy to have these done. So I will now put them in a bag for a gift. And this is what was left of the 250 grams. I have no idea how much is in here. I haven't weighed it, but that means that I have these left still because I'm not going to make the other pair of socks with these. What I'm going to do instead is, because I have the rest of today, tomorrow, and part of Christmas Day to finish this, we'll see if I get it done, is I'm going to do a pair of worsted weight socks. Oop, my yarn's stuck. With this yarn, a gray and a tan brown color. This is Lion brand denim. It was from their denim collection a couple of years ago, I think. And I made Adrian a pair out of these, except it was this color and a blue, which I think they call denim. So anyway, I'm going to make a pair of magic heel socks out of these, and those do go pretty quick. And I mean, this is obviously not sock yarn. The ones I made for Adrian, he said they're actually really comfortable and they stay on his feet. And he hasn't had an issue with them like stretching out or anything. So I figured I would just do a pair with these. It's 100% acrylic, but it's super soft. And yeah, they're just going to be house socks for the person. So it's not like, you know, they need to, you know, be thin enough for shoes or anything like that. So I'm going to get started on these here as soon as I'm done babbling. And hopefully I can get maybe like half of a sock done today, maybe more, because I think I'm only going to cast on 40, because I think that's what I did for Adrian's pair, and they fit really well because, you know, I don't want to do what I did with, oh, where's that sock? With the other worsted sock that I did, the Cozy Knitter. Those ones were just a hair too big, and that was a 44 stitch count. So I think I'm just going to go with 40, and it should be good because this has a good, it has a good amount of stretch to it when you do the magic heel sock thing. So yeah, that's that. If I can get those done, I still have the 2 sewing projects, but I'm going to work on those tomorrow. And they should work up really quick. So I'm mostly worried about the knitting. But yeah, tonight I think we're gonna have my bacon and potato soup recipe. I found some cute little rolls at Walmart. It was like a 24 pack. I'd never seen them before. They're like little French bread loaves. We're gonna eat those, and we're gonna go out and see his parents. They live about 20 minutes away from us. And then after that, he wants to go and drive and look at Christmas lights. So we're gonna go do that, and then maybe come back home and watch a movie, and I can knit while we do that. And I actually found a movie on Amazon Prime, a Christmas movie that neither one of us have seen, and maybe you've seen it, but it looks super funny. It's called A Merry Friggin' Christmas, and it's with Robin Williams, and I'm not sure if that is one of the last movies that he did before he died a few years ago, but it looks really, really funny. So, and we've never seen it, so that's even better. Boy, we can both watch something we haven't seen before. So anyway, today's vlog will probably be kind of short. If you know, I might show the recipe for my potato soup. If I show it, it'll say crock pot, but I put it in my Instant Pot and do it that way now, just because it's quicker than letting it sit in the crock pot all day. To me, it tastes the same either way, but yeah. So I'm gonna get started on these pair of gift socks. I know I've got to get really close, but you know, if we don't get it done, then it'll be like a little, I don't know, Adrian said to do it like a gag gift, like put the unfinished socks in a present bag, and when they open it up and they're like, what? I just say, it's like an IOU Christmas gift. So, yep, that's going to be it for right now. I might record maybe come up some of the Christmas lights later, and our dinner. Yeah, and if not, then that'll be the end of this vlog. So, Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. All right, the toe is done. I think I'm going to do 10 rounds past this and then starting with the other color. And one other thing that I wanted to show you that I forgot to mention, I know I talked about how I was going to experiment with my bag size and I was going to show you. So here's the one that I did. I made this for me. This cute rose gold zipper. I think it matches pretty good. I mean, it'd be nicer if I had a rose gold zipper pull, but I don't really care about that. But here, let me show you it compared to my normal size small bag that I had been doing. And if you can see, it's just a hair taller. And I have no idea how that happened because I used the same measurements. The only thing I did was change the width. So let me know if you guys are happy with this size or if you want like a smaller, a little bit narrower bag. I mean, like this one, for example, my small bag, this has all of the sock set in here, or it did anyway. It had, right now I'm just holding that sock for Adrian, but I had 2 minis and 2 50-gram DK skeins in here, along with the work in progress, and it all fit. So my small size can fit quite a bit. So, and let me open this one up. Funny thing is, I haven't, you know when you haven't sewn in a while, because if you can see, I wasn't even paying attention and totally forgot to put the clasp on the inside. I forgot to put that in there. And I just completely spaced it. But anyway, I'm headed downstairs to start our dinner. Okay, everybody, here is my, here is my recipe for bacon and potato soup. I originally got this online and I've kind of adapted it to how I like to make things over the years, which I think everybody does. But you can easily substitute any of these for like onion powder. You can do like minced or fresh. I just prefer onion powder because it makes things easy. And the chicken bouillon, I'm actually doing 6 tablespoons and 6 cups of water. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio there. And then I didn't have any celery, so I just substituted celery salt and did 2 teaspoons of that. And then when I say 1 pack of bacon, I do just the cooked kind, microwave it and crumble it up and put it in there. And then self-rising flour does make a difference versus regular all-purpose flour, so that's actually important. And this is my crock pot recipe, but I normally cook this in my Instant Pot now. And the way I do that is I add everything to the Instant Pot except for the evaporated milk, the bacon, and the flour. And what you want to do is you want to mix up all of the herbs and spices and chop your potatoes and then put those in there into the liquid. And then the butter you can put in there, but you want to put it on top. So just lay it on top of the potatoes. You don't want to mix it in because if you have an Instant Pot, you don't want to put any dairy products in there. That's why I don't put the evaporated milk in there. But you can put the butter in as long as it's sitting on top of something, and then it will melt down. So 6 potatoes, it's not really you know, you can kind of change that up depending on the size that you have. For example, I'm going to use probably all of these, and that's way more than 6. But they're in varying sizes. So if you like bacon and potato soup, and I got these cute French steak rolls to go with our soup at Walmart that I talked about. Look at those little guys. Yeah, so there you go. There's a recipe for you. It's super delicious. And all I do afterwards is I take an immersion blender and blend it up just a little bit. And that just kind of combines all of the ingredients. Oh, and obviously after it's done cooking, I release the pressure and then I add the milk, the bacon, and the flour and just mix that up until it's combined. And then I use the immersion blender to kind of blend everything a little more, and you know, I leave a little bit of the chunks of potatoes, but not too much. And yeah, it's super yummy. So there you go.
What am I gonna do with this?
What is it, honey?
Bunch of yarn. You're gonna teach me how to knit socks?
Yes. Men can knit too. See, look, all the hand knit socks for you. Time for your bark box, Pepper?
No.
Time for your box? Oh.
Alright, since you know it's yours.
Merry Christmas, Peeper. Merry Christmas, Pepper Potts. Yeah. Yeah, that's what Santa brought you. Yeah.
Too lazy to wrap it.
Yeah. You gonna get it? Open it up. It's on the other side, dog. There you go. Oh, get in there. What you got? Oh, lots of toys. Get them. Oh. Which one's that?
This is... Where is that? This is Bumble Bounce.
Bumble Bounce. It's a little monster.
It's a snowman off of Rudolph.
Oh. I'm gonna get it. She's like, okay, I'm ready for the next ones.
We have...
Is that a Rudolph?
Rudolph.
Oh, she's like, I want what else is in there.
This is Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
You get Rudolph, Pepper?
No squeakers. Just
A crunchy head.
Oh.
Oh, squeaker in the head. Get it. Throw it. No, She's like, I know what else is in there. There's more.
You going up that?
Mm-hmm. Is it Santa Claus?
Oh, Kris Kringle. Big one.
Oh, that's a good squeaker.
Oh,
Does
that's weird.
Does his head come out?
He takes off his...
Yeah, get it. Get it. Nope, she wants what's in the box.
We've got the Reese's cookies. And we've got Holly Jolly Jerky.
And
A pork stick.
oh, Merry Christmas. Good girl.